This man is Bryan Johnson. He is a tech centimillionaire who spends $2 million every single year to reverse his biological age. He has a team of 30 doctors. He measures every single organ in his body, and he claims to have the biological markers of an 18-year-old. But if you ask him what his #1 priority is, the single most important thing he does to stay young, it's not the 100 supplements he takes. It isn't the workouts, it is sleep. I, on the other hand, am definitely not an 18-year-old tech billionaire. I'm tired. I have dark circles, I run on caffeine, and I wake up 3 or 4 times a night. So, I decided to do something a little crazy. I took Bryan Johnson's entire extreme, multi-million-dollar sleep protocol, and I tested it for 30 days. I wanted to know, can you actually buy perfect sleep? Will it really give me that billionaire glow? And is it even possible for a normal person with a job and a social life to survive his routine? And because this protocol is intense, and I mean intense, I'm giving you my free Sleep Glow Up checklist, which includes the complete protocol, the shopping list, and a 30-day tracker, so you can try the realistic parts yourself. The link is right there in the description. I tracked every data point, found affordable dupes for his expensive gear, and documented the results. And honestly, I was not prepared for what happened to my face in week 3. Let's start the experiment. Context is important here because what we are attempting is extreme. For those who don't know, Bryan Johnson is on a mission to reverse aging. He treats his body like a computer algorithm. He has a sleep score in the 99.4 percentile. He is literally one of the best sleepers in the world. Now, let me show you my baseline, because it is rough. I average about 6 hours of sleep. I wake up multiple times a night. I hit snooze at least 5 times every single morning. My skin? I have dark circles that concealer can barely hide, a dull complexion, and fine lines that are getting deeper every year. As for my energy levels, I need coffee by 10 a.m. just to function, and I usually crash hard by 3 p.m. So here is the challenge. I am following his 9-step protocol exactly for 30 days. Some of these steps are extreme, like when he stops eating. But I realized I don't have his budget. Bryan spends $2 million a year. I do not. So, I also made it my mission to find affordable alternatives that don't require a fortune. Step 1 sounds absolutely ridiculous when you say it out loud, but it turns out to be the foundation of everything. You have to identify as a professional sleeper. Bryan literally reframes his identity this way. He considers himself a professional athlete of sleep. It sounds weird, but the science is solid. Your mindset affects your cortisol levels. If you are stressed about sleep, or you identify as a bad sleeper, you create inflammation. Lower cortisol means less inflammation, which means better skin. Week 1 of calling myself a professional sleeper felt silly. But by week 2, I actually started prioritizing sleep over Netflix. I stopped seeing sleep as lost time and started seeing it as my job. Step 2 is the consistent bedtime. Bryan goes to bed at 8:30 p.m. every single night. No exceptions, no social events past 7 p.m. Now, I tried to look at my life realistically. 8:30 p.m. would mean losing my social life entirely. So, I chose 10 p.m., which is more realistic for most people, and I set an alarm for 9:30 p.m. to start winding down. The beauty benefit here is all about circadian rhythm consistency. When you sleep at the same time, you maximize collagen production. The hardest part wasn't the sleeping, it was the FOMO. The fear of missing out on late-night hangouts was real, but my skin started glowing by week 2, and honestly, that was worth missing a few late-night texts. Step 3 is the wind-down routine. Bryan does 30 to 60 minutes of zero screens, dim lights, meditation, and stretching. My routine became a sanctuary. I stopped doom scrolling and started a ritual. A warm shower, a gentle face massage, a cup of chamomile tea, and journaling. This routine is designed to crash your cortisol levels before you get into bed. Remember, cortisol is the enemy of overnight skin repair. This step was game-changing. I fell asleep 20 minutes faster on average. Usually, my mind is racing with a million thoughts the second my head hits the pillow. But with this routine, my mind actually felt calm. Everything was going great until we got to step 4. This is the extreme one. This is the early last meal. Bryan Johnson stops eating at 11 a.m. Yes, you heard me right. 11 in the morning. He doesn't eat for the rest of the day. I tried a 6 p.m. cutoff first and failed miserably. I eventually settled on 7 p.m., which was doable, but still incredibly challenging. The science behind this is autophagy. This is your body's cellular cleanup process that happens during fasting. It is literally anti-aging at the cellular level. Week 1 was brutal. I cannot stress this enough. I was so hungry at night. I sat there watching my friends eat dinner while I sipped herbal tea. But by week 3, something shifted. My hunger vanished. And my skin texture? It improved dramatically. Social situations were tricky. I went to dinner parties and just had tea. I explained I was doing a health experiment. Surprisingly, most people were actually curious and supportive. And the best part? This step is completely free. In fact, it saves you money on late-night snacks. Step 5 is zero stimulants. Bryan has no caffeine after the morning, no alcohol ever, and no nicotine. I cut my coffee consumption strictly after 10 a.m., switched to herbal tea, and eliminated wine entirely. The goal here is deeper sleep to trigger human growth hormone, or HGH, release. HGH is basically the fountain of youth for collagen production. I'm not going to lie, withdrawal headaches hit me hard on days 2 through 4. I felt sluggish and irritable, but my energy stabilized by week 2. No more afternoon crashes. My body learned to create its own energy instead of relying on a caffeine crutch. If you want to follow along day by day and see how to taper off caffeine without the headaches I had, grab the free Sleep Glow Up checklist in the description below. By week 2, the headaches were gone, and it was time to optimize the environment. Step 6 is temperature control, and this is critical. Bryan uses an 8-sleep mattress that costs over $2,000. It automatically adjusts the temperature to 71 degrees for deep sleep and 73 degrees for REM sleep. I couldn't afford a $2,000 mattress. So, I got a cooling mattress pad for $80, added a fan to the room, and switched to breathable bamboo sheets. The beauty benefit here is massive. Cool sleep temperatures enhance skin cell regeneration overnight, and this budget swap made a huge difference. I had deeper sleep, less night sweats, and I woke up feeling actually refreshed. For $80, this was one of the best investments of the entire challenge. Step 7 is creating a dedicated sleep space. Bryan's bedroom is for sleep only. He sleeps alone, no TV, no work, nothing else. I removed my TV from the bedroom. I started charging my phone in the bathroom so I couldn't look at it. And I installed blackout curtains. The goal is to train your brain that bedroom equals sleep. A better sleep environment means better melatonin production, which is powerfully anti-aging. By week 2, my brain automatically felt sleepy the moment I walked into the bedroom. It actually worked. Step 8 is morning light exposure. Bryan uses a massive 10,000 lux light therapy device immediately upon waking. I bought a simple light therapy lamp on Amazon for $40. I used it for 15 minutes every morning while having my tea. This regulates your circadian rhythm, which improves nighttime melatonin production and skin repair. By week 3, I was waking up naturally before my alarm. No more hitting snooze 5 times. My body's internal clock actually reset. This was one of the most noticeable changes in how I felt throughout the day. Finally, step 9 is sleep tracking. Bryan uses a Whoop strap that analyzes every metric and adjusts his protocol daily based on data. I started with the free Sleep Cycle app, then invested in a Whoop at $30 per month. The benefit here is personalization. You see what actually works for your unique biology. Seeing my sleep score improve every week became addictive. It gamified the whole process. I wanted to beat my previous score. And having data helped me figure out what actually moved the needle, like realizing that temperature control was huge for me. Okay, real talk time. This wasn't easy. The early eating cutoff was torture the first week. I was genuinely hungry and irritable. I cheated twice. I had wine at a wedding, and I ate late at a birthday party. My social life took a hit. Friends thought I was crazy for going to bed at 10 p.m. while they were just getting started. But here's the thing. By week 3, I didn't want to go back. I felt so much better that staying up late actually felt bad. My body craved the routine, and the people who matter understood. Some even got curious and started asking questions about what I was doing. Let's talk money. Bryan's Way costs $2 million per year. My way? It cost me about $120 total. The cooling pad was $80. The light therapy lamp was $40. The Whoop is optional. You don't need millions. You need consistency and a few smart, affordable tools. All right, the moment you've been waiting for. The results. Let's start with the data. My Whoop sleep score went from an average of 62% to 87%. My deep sleep increased from 45 minutes per night to 1 hour and 20 minutes. And I completely stopped waking up in the middle of the night by week 3. But the real transformation? My skin. My dark circles reduced by about 60%. You can see it in the close-ups. The fine lines around my eyes softened noticeably. My skin texture became smoother and more radiant. I stopped wearing as much concealer. And here's the crazy part. 3 different friends asked if I got Botox. I didn't. I just slept better. Energy and life quality completely changed. No more 3 p.m. crashes. I stopped needing coffee just to function. I drink it now because I enjoy it, not because I'm desperate. My mental clarity improved. I felt sharper at work, more creative, and more present. My mood stabilized. I was less irritable and more patient with my family. And there were some unexpected bonuses. I lost 3 pounds without even trying, because better sleep means better hormones. My sugar cravings completely disappeared. And I actually enjoy mornings now. I used to be a night owl who hated waking up. Now I'm excited to start my day. So if you're watching this thinking, I want to try this, but it seems overwhelming, here are the top 3 things you can start tonight. Number 1, pick a consistent bedtime and stick to it. Number 2, create a 30-minute wind-down routine with 0 screens. Number 3, make your bedroom cooler. I've put everything, the complete protocol, my affordable shopping list, and the 30-day tracker into the Sleep Glow Up checklist. Download your free Sleep Glow Up checklist, start tonight, and tag me with your results in 30 days. Sleep is the ultimate luxury, and it turns out you don't need $2 million to get it. Thanks for watching.